Never say never, because you just never know. Before we talk about what we're going to talk about today, do you notice anything different about me? Can you notice anything different? I'm wearing an aligner. I'm wearing these CandidPro aligners to make space for my tongue, to widen the back area of my mouth, my teeth, so that I can have a better experience with my tongue tie release, and so that I can also breathe better. And so now I'm wearing these braces. I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid again. Like, you know, I had braces once. For one tooth. It was this front tooth. It was like a little twisted, and so they literally put the bracket when I was an adult, like in my 20s, they put the bracket right there just to straighten it out. But that was it. I've never had braces, but come to find out, when I did all of my examinations for my tongue tie and then for my sleep apnea, the back part of my mouth is actually the size of about an 8-year-old in development in the back. So there's just not enough space back there. So the protocol is that I will be wearing these new liners from Candid, which I will unbox, and we're gonna talk about it. But I'll be wearing these. I think I have 20 weeks worth of trays, which really is, it's not 20 weeks, it's 20 trays, which will be a minimum of 40 weeks. Okay, let's do the unboxing of what Candid is. Well, first of all, Candid is not cheap. Candid is not generally covered, it's not covered by my insurance, so I'm out of pocket. The good thing is that I got one of those kind of interest-free loans from it's not the lending tree, it's the lending store, or it's the lending something. And, you know, it was pretty easy. I just applied for it. And so as long as I pay within the 12-month period, then I don't pay any interest. I think my payments end up being $625 per month for the 12 months of payment to take care of these. So what we did is, when I was at the dentist, I mentioned this in another video, where they stick this long stick into your mouth that is like a camera, like a 3D or a 5D, and they take a mold of your entire mouth and your teeth. They send that off to a lab, and then they create this program for you. It's really cool because it's an app. So you have an app with CandidPro, and you will do your progress through them. So like every 2 weeks, you will go in and you will take, let me show you. You will take oh, actually, you know, hold on. I'll show you first, and then I'll unbox it. So this is the big box that comes in, and it comes with all these trays. So it has literally, I guess you can do as much as 24. These are all the molds. So these are, I have 20 trays, and they come in bags like this. And what every 2 weeks, if your teeth have moved enough, you will move on to the next tray that, you know, it slightly moves the teeth along the whole process. But here is how it works how you take the picture of your mouth to get it to the company. They can look and assess to see if it's time to switch the retainers. I have to tell you, I've had a great experience with my myofunctional therapist and with the dentist and all that, but I do have to tell you, I was having a little bit of a time when they called me and said, your liners are in, you come in and we'll get you fitted and you'll be on your way to get started. I felt like I was being a little rushed, and I just felt like I was swishing my mouth with some solution, and then she was trying to talk to me and tell me that, and my brain could not listen to the instructions at the same time as swishing the swish. And then she's like, okay, it was like going so fast. It just felt like so fast. Then she says, okay, you're gonna stick this in I'm like, how do I get this in my mouth? So I get it around, you like stick it in there and go in your mouth. And then this is the little phone clippy thing, and you're gonna put your phone in here. And I think this goes, maybe something like, I don't know, like this. Maybe this, maybe it's something like this. This thing sucks in your mouth, and then your phone, like that. Oh, like this. The phone is gonna be here, and you're gonna be looking in the mirror. So you're gonna see a video screen on your phone, and it's gonna give you directions. You're gonna see your mouth. You're gonna see your big old mouth, like that. And then it's gonna tell you to move to the left. Well, actually, you don't move your body, because I got stressed. She's like, Vanessa, that's not the right way. I was like moving my whole, she's like, keep your body still, you're moving your mouth. So it's like the body stays still. Anyway, it takes a whole picture of your mouth, and then it ships off through the app to the company, and then they look to see what your progress is. So I did my first assessment, took a picture of my mouth, And then we put in the first trays. A little nervous because the first time I put them in, okay, they're kind of hard. Now it's easy, but I put them in and I grabbed my skin on my lip. And again, I was feeling frazzled, like it just felt like I was being rushed. And it caught there, and then this one I caught on the lower part of my cheek, so I realized you gotta really pull your mouth back. And then it felt a little snug. And then I went about my way, and then I realized like you're supposed to wear these 22 hours a day. That does not leave much time for eating. And I'm a slow eater, so you're trying to like do your best. And then of course, you know what I realized? Then I realized, okay, it's finally I get home and it's time I drink a lot of water. By the way, you drink a lot more water because that's all you can drink. You know, when you've got these in, you have to take them out if you're gonna drink or eat anything, especially with color, or, you know, you don't wanna get anything caught in there. This is my hook, like not Captain Hook, but kind of like Captain Hook. It's what you use to pull them out. Let me show you. So you stick it in here. And I was so afraid. I was so afraid when I was pulling, I'm like, I'm gonna pull my teeth out. It was so snug. Now it's not so, but you take them out, you do your eating, and then you pop them back in. But getting them out in the beginning, it was really hard. Like I was like, these are not coming out. This one's always a little trickier. I'm like cutting my mouth trying to pull them up, but it's getting better. It's getting better. And by day, you know, it's only been a few days. It's better. Now, my teeth feel a little, not tender, but sensitive. Oh my God. You just gotta make sure that it's all the way up there. There's these things called the chewy. Hold on, where's my chewy? Hold on. Chewies. So these are, you just bite down like that. I'm supposed to do it for like 5 minutes. I don't really do it that long, but the whole point is you wanna make sure that the trays are flush with the teeth, and that is it. So the plan is 40 weeks, could be longer because you take the picture every 2 weeks, and sometimes you have to keep them on longer if your teeth haven't moved. And then they also have, what I love, they have this whitener, which I didn't even know how to use this. There's no instructions. That's the only thing. There's not instructions in this box, really. I mean, it's a little bit of instructions, but not a lot. This is the whitener, so you can put this in for fresh breath, like half a pump in the upper and the lower tray. And look, I mean, it works wonders on my tea stains down below from drinking tea. And next morning, it's a lot brighter, which I love. So you get to use that. Crossing fingers that the plan is that by March, I should get my first appointment, Zoom appointment with the doctor in California that will be doing the tongue tie procedure. He's also an ENT surgeon, so he'll look if there are any issues. I'm hoping there aren't anything that needs to be surgically done, but he can do all of that, which is why it's so beautiful. This doctor at the Breast Institute is so unbelievably qualified. Like he is the right guy for kind of a challenging, and my mouth has definitely got a lot of moving parts. No pun intended. I think he's going to be the right man for the job. So we're moving both, but we're moving the upper area, and the upper area I should have to have 2 veneers, a veneer on this side and a veneer on this side. We're going to be making more space. So that's the other thing. I mean, veneers are like about $2,000 a piece, maybe $1,700, something like that. So it really does rack up. And of course, the insurance doesn't cover that either. But I feel like I'm doing everything possible to give myself a great result, to release the tongue tie, so that, God willing, that I have, a lot less tension and strain and that chronic pain in my hip, as well as being able to sleep better. I mean, if I can get more space for my airways to sleep better, it will be worth all this effort. The only issue that I have, and it's not really an issue, is that you really do have to plan when you're eating and when you're going to be drinking, because, again, taking it in and out, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Not the end of the world, but kind of a pain in the butt. So I can see where people either binge and then put them in, or that it's a kind of a weight loss sort of thing, because if you got these in, you just can't eat. And it's so funny because when you've got these in, you're always thinking like, oh, I'd like to eat. You don't realize how much that you snack. Like mindless snacking, you'll stop the mindless snacking most likely once you get these Candid. So that's a positive. The caveat is it's harder to do the tongue tie exercises with this in your mouth, because when I do the one where I'm like that one, it feels like it cuts the back part of my tongue. It makes it a little bit harder. And when I'm trying to do that pop, that's not so easy either. Oh, and you know what? I'm due for an update. I need to give you guys the update of my latest tongue tie exercises, so I'll do that in another video. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go do some last minute shopping. And with that, all right, see you later.